This is All Access MMA.
We got Brendan Loughnane back here on the program. He's going to be taking on Tyler Diamond at the next PFL event on June 10th. Brendan, what's up, man? How are you?
Oh my God, look at me living the dream. Blue
I know.
skies.
I'm really jealous. I was going to keep it back, but that looks amazing. Some awesome weather out there in California, I'm assuming.
California.
Where are you right now? Oh, no, I guess you're quarantining, right? So you would not be in California. That's right.
I'm in the bubble right now, but last time I came here, it was miserable. And this time, I've got the beach, got the ocean here, and it's just beautiful. So I'm really blessed.
Good stuff. When did you actually have to start your quarantine? Because obviously, I think it's 17 days, right? You have to go in?
12 this time. I started Saturday. The fight's a week tomorrow. Training camp's gone perfect again. I've finished off my training pretty much now. Just cutting the weight down, but another great camp. I'm ready to put on another spectacular performance.
What are your thoughts on the matchmaking going forward? Because I know with it being a season format, you don't really know who you're going to fight. I know I'm sure you're happy to fight Tyler, but what are your thoughts on some of the other matchups and your matchup itself?
Well, I just got told. I just found out this stat a minute ago. I'm the only one that fought anybody that won.
That's true, yeah.
So I guess I got the hard road again. But who cares? At least when I get to the end of this tournament, nobody can't say that Brendan didn't earn his world title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Shaman Moraes, Tyler Diamond, and the next, it's all tough fights from here on out. But I'm prepared for tough fights. I said this a long time ago. Like, I always needed the opponent to showcase how good I actually am. And Shaman was that guy. Everyone respected Shaman. Everyone was like, oh, Shaman, that's a good fight. And same with Tyler, 12-1. Only lost to Bryce Mitchell. Another guy that everyone respects, and I plan to do the exact same thing again.
Well, and the interesting thing is, aside from that as well, he's also a very durable guy. I think he's only been finished one time, and it was an exhibition fight. So technically, in his pro career, he's never been finished. You're a finisher, man. That must kind of excite you, knowing you could be the first guy to hand him his first stoppage loss.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, he took a lot of lumps and bumps in that last fight, and it was only a short time ago. There's only so much the body can take. I've seen him walking around. He looks like he's still got a black eye. It's going to be a rough night, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very interesting. Style-wise, how do you look at this fight?
He's a wrestler, but so's everyone in this tournament, apart from me. So the thing I'm interested in, if I sat here and told you that my wrestling is better than my striking, you wouldn't believe me. So I'm not going to say it, but my wrestling is just as good as my striking. So what I'm really excited to show to next week is actually how good my wrestling is. And I flew straight to Alliance and I was wrestling every day, 90 minutes every morning. I had some of the best wrestlers in the States. I had Roman Bravo Young fly out.
Did you really? That's amazing. Okay, I know him. He was supposed to, or did he not wrestle Aljamain Sterling? Or I think he was supposed to anyways.
That guy. So I had him living with me, training with me. What a great guy. And there's no better person to bring in for the camp, really.
Yeah, and that's even before you knew you were fighting Tyler, right? Like, when did you actually find out Tyler was your opponent?
No, he came after. I found out Tyler about 3 weeks ago. Okay. But I've been working on my wrestling my whole life. I knew that this point was going to come where I was going to fight these tough wrestlers in the States. I mean, I've already fought Pat Healy, Mike Wilk. I fought a few good wrestlers anyway. So I've been preparing for them, but I'm ready, man. All of them.
Who else did you get to work with at Alliance as far as training partners?
Jeremy Stevens, Dominic Cruz, Miles Jory, Wilson Hayes, like all the old school guys that have been there for me for a long time. I've been going back and forward to Alliance for about 8 years.
Yeah.
So I've got a great relationship with them. They were happy to have me back. I worked really, really hard on wrestling defense, wrestling getting up and down. And I just feel like I've had another great camp and I'm ready to show the world how good I am yet again.
How's Stevens looking in camp? I know, unfortunate, his last fight didn't take place, but I know he's moving up to lightweight again. We're really excited about his fight against, he's fighting Gamrot coming up here soon.
Yeah, what a change that was, Gamrot, because, he's supposed to fight
Jakar Close, yeah.
And that got changed. Wow, it's a bit of a crazy matchup. Gamrot just getting in the UFC and then getting handed Jeremy Stevens. So, yeah, it's exciting. I mean, Jeremy's Jeremy. Jeremy's always game. Jeremy's always a great teammate as well. He's always very supportive. And he always has been for me. And I love training with them guys. It's my home away from home.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. How's the weight cut going? I see you're outside trying to cut some pounds, I'm sure. How's all that going?
Weight's perfect. Sun's perfect. Training's perfect. Come on, everything's perfect. And guess what? Next Thursday night's going to be perfect.
Yeah, no, I can feel it. Are you by yourself right now down there, like quarantining, or do you have any other teammates with you?
No, I have my two training partners. I'm a jiu-jitsu coach and one of my striking coaches. He came all the way from Dubai.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we've got we've got a great team. I've had this guy now for over 5 years, the striking guy, and then my jiu-jitsu coach has been my jiu-jitsu coach since the Ultimate Fighter, so 10 years. So I've got some old school coaches with me that know me very well.
Does it make it a bit easier this time around just because you've gone through the quarantine already for the last fight? Like, is there anything to that, or is it just everything's the same?
So much easier. Like, the weather makes it easier. The fact that I knew what I was getting into this time, I know all the staff, I know the arena, I know the surroundings. It was so much easier. And the fact that it's only 12 and not 17 days just made it a hell of a lot easier. So, I mean, we're already nearly there now. Next week's the fight, and I'll be out of here again, and we won't have to do this stuff again, so that's good.
How's this fight playing out on June 10th?
How does it play out?
Yeah, how do you see it unfolding?
Now, what's interesting about this fight is because me and Tyler are so late on the card, by the time we fight, we're going to know how many points we need to go through.
That's true.
For example, let's say, I had a good head start. I'm on 6 now. Let's say Tyler's on 3. Let's say by the end of the night, he knows he needs 6 points, let's say, and he goes out and he gets past the first round and he doesn't get 6 points, and you know you're out the tournament already. How does that play in your mentality? With it being a season and a tournament, a lot of things change. I mean, he took a lot of damage in the first fight. The Korean really roughed him up. I got out unscathed. You know, I don't know if his last fight was on the feet a lot, so I don't know if he thinks he's a striker now, but I don't know what's going on. But I really had a good camp, and I think this is a tough night for him.
Do you think you'll finish him? And the reason I bring that up, again, I mentioned it earlier, he's only been finished the one time, and that was on the Ultimate Fighter. He doesn't actually have a stoppage loss on his record.
If it comes, I'll take it. If it comes, I'll take it. But I'm not really into predictions and things, but what I did say before Shaman Moraes was, what I liked about the matchup was the 2 fights previous to Shaman, I'm good when people try to finish me. Like, the 2 guys before Shaman, a good result for them was to hear the final bell and a decision, and they were happy with that, and they would cover up and try and get to the bell. Whereas Shaman, I knew was going to come in and try and take my head off, and he did. He ran straight across the cage and just started firing immediately, and then that set up my finish. Same with Tyler. Tyler needs a stoppage to go through more than likely, so he's going to have to open up, and that's when I'm at my deadliest.
Before we get out of here, downtime, what's that looking like? I know you're training while you're down there, but what are you doing to keep yourself sane and occupied when you're stuck in quarantine?
You're looking at it. Look at me.
Yeah, just hanging out. Yeah.
Sat on the balcony, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the sea, the fresh air. I'm in good spirits, man. I'm excited to perform again. I'm excited to show everyone how good I am again next week. Yeah,
and we're looking forward to it. It is PFL 4 coming up here June 10th. Brennan, anyone you want to thank? Any sponsors, any social media? I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, just everyone that's been involved in this camp, really, and every camp that I've ever had that's got me to this stage. And thank you all from the bottom of my heart, and I will not let you down. And the spotlight's on Brendan again. You know, he's got to perform again after he did in the last one, and I really feel like this is my season, this is my time, and I feel like I'm going to do it all over again.